All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only run. So today we're going to be talking about Spider Hard Mode, which is a kind of a freaking annoyance, but at the same time, it's doable. All right, we have beat it. So far, this team hasn't been 100%. All right, I'll be completely honest about this, but I rebuilt Odachi. He was the one that had originally got us through it. If you had watched our progression video when we first beat it, so he is now rebuilt. All right. So we did some stuff to get him a little more defensive, and we threw a resist banner on him so he can resist poisons. I haven't been able to max it to 16 yet, but at least it gave him another 50 resist. So that's what we were really looking for. It was a little bit more. So we're going to try it, see what happens. And remember, this is to get through this on auto. We're not trying to do this without autoing. The reason we need to auto it is because we want to be able to just put it on auto and get some gear, right? And there's no quests here to beat hard mode, which is nice. So essentially, we just want to get through. Now, the whole reason Odachi was working to begin with is because he died enough times where it kept Cleo alive, who is our main damage dealer for killing the spiders and getting the HP down. Now, this spider hits like a freaking truck, and we want to make sure that we're not getting hit too much. See, look, that was okay. It's bad that Syl was slept, but at least our other heroes weren't. So I think getting a little bit more resistance on our heroes is going to be the answer here. If you didn't notice, Odachi wasn't taking anywhere near the amount of damage he was taking, and he is blocking some of these poisons, which is exactly what we want. We want to get a weaken on the spider, which is why we have Cleo. And Odachi is honestly a placeholder. You can put anybody in here who has a lot of HP or defense. See, he's dead, and that's the point. He's there to take the hits, and then all of a sudden the stuns will come out, and then we bring Odachi back. And now hopefully enough spiders are stunned or whatever to keep him alive. Say now we're still good. And then hopefully we can get these spiders killed and heal everyone back up by the time that we have to worry about Odachi getting killed or Cleo getting killed. Say, boom, look at that. It would have been nice if that AoE happened when all the spiders were up, but it is what it is. So far it looks like they're doing pretty good. But like I said, this is not a 100% team yet. It's getting there because Odachi needs to be rebuilt. And he's almost there. Like I'm going to try and get a lot more defense on him, and I'm considering the gear sets that we're putting on him, possibly even a regen set so that he can get his HP back. Lifesteal would be something that would be workable, but it looks like so far this isn't terrible. I've seen worse battles go. We need that hex is what we're going to need now. So we have one more round until the hex pops. We did beat this in 3 minutes on the original turn. It's kind of random. It's going to be probably between 3 and 6 minutes as long as no one dies. Getting that extra shield, blocking buffs is always very good. So now hopefully, there we go. We got a big hit there, which is enough to kind of keep things going. We're going to need those baby spiders to pop back up so we can get the hex on them. All right, it was good enough. All right, so now 2 people are dead. Now here's where the problems start. And the reason this is where the problem starts is because we don't have a second reviver. All right. And now they're going to attack. So unless our stuns go off, Cleo will just keep dying and we'll never get Odachi back. Which isn't the end of the world, but it's not good. All right, let's put it that way. So hopefully we get a turn in before she dies. Right now she's under protect. So now there's an attack down. We just don't want her to die. There we go. The stuns are good. We got healed back. Now we just need to get Mr. Boy back. And there we go. Dead. All right, so it works. All right, it does work. It didn't work 100% of the time before I rebuilt Odachi, which I'm going to show you how we kind of changed him around and what we did to make sure he can take the hits. And you can do way better on Odachi, like literally 100% better on his build. The reason it works is because you've got Syl, you've got Archmage who are doing the stuns, you've got Grush who is dropping crit damage, dropping attack, doing heals, all that stuff. He's got leeches, which helps with what's her name, Cleo, when she just got her HP back, as you just saw. Very good. Cleo is amazing at knocking down these spiders. She puts the hex on them, almost completely dead by that point, and then when she drops her big bomb, they just drop like flies. Now, like I said, this is a team that can easily be improved to make it so that they're 100%. Are they 100% right now? No, but that was actually a really good time. 2 minutes, almost 3. So it's better than our original fight. All right, so let's get out of here. And you can see that they won. Now let's look at everybody one by one and kind of just get the idea of how we built them and how you can improve them. So here we go. Skills. So she's got a bunch of stuff. It's all basically just crit and accuracy. She does have a crit damage glove. She has a defense chest, and she has a speed boot. She still takes hits and she still will die here and there. So I don't know how you want to fix that. If you've got another hero that's like Odachi that can put up shields, like a miscreated monster, something like that, like where that can protect her, this fight will be 100 times easier. Literally way easier if you have those things. But once again, we're working with mystery shards only, so this is my life. So there you go. We got defense on our chest. You could easily do attack and try to do more damage, but from my experience with this fight, it hasn't helped because the rest of the team can't keep her alive long enough, and she'll just get one shot by that main attack. So she has to stay alive long enough for the stuns of the other guys to go off to be able to keep doing her AoEs. Otherwise, the fight's a wash. She does have the speed boot. She's got attack on her ring. She's got crit damage on her amulet, and then attack on her banner. This could change. You could do defense if you're really worried about it. You could do accuracy. There's a lot of things you could do, but her damage is so high right now that it honestly, the attack was great, and I think it's a good idea for right now just to make her do a little bit more damage, and it kind of works in conjunction with her defense chest. All right. Masteries, all down to Helm Smasher. We want her breaking through anybody's defenses and doing more damage. I mean, here's just your quick look at it. I mean, some accuracy stuff here and all the way down to Helm Smasher. Basic offense build on that. Total stats on her. We've got 29,000 HP, which is very low. You could easily get her an HP chest or maybe even HP something else. All right, so anything to keep this higher so she doesn't get targeted by the spiders. She's got 2,300 defense. She's got 202 speed, 82 crit rate, 202 crit damage, 84 resist, so that's bad, but hey, it is what it is. Accuracy is 233. She needs accuracy more than resist in this fight because you don't want her being targeted by the spiders. That's basically the point. Syl, I've shown her millions of times. She's in a subpar relentless set. Nothing great here. She's got a defensive glove. She's got a flat stat defense chest, and she's got speed on the boots. So she could easily be made stronger and better and faster. She's got a defensive ring, a crit damage amulet, and an accuracy banner. All right, let's get out of there. Skills maxed. She's got brimstone on her thing. I'll show it again real quick. All of these heroes' skills are maxed, just so you know. All right, masteries. She is all the way down to accuracy. We want to make sure she's landing her stuns and her turn meter reductions as much as possible, but that's not the turn meter, not so much on this fight. Just the accuracy for stuns for the babies. All right, because they need to be stunned, otherwise you're going to get Cleo killed. All right, and then a lot of defensive stuff on the defense side. Her, let's look at total stats. I'm like, hurrah! All right, here we go. 39,000 HP. She's got 1,700 attack. 3,997 defense. It's pissing me off. I really want 4,000. I should probably just use some glyphs. Speed 178, very low for her. She can easily be better. Crit rate 65. She's got crit damage 130, resistance 139, and accuracy is at 331. Basically one of my highest accuracies, I think, besides maybe even Frozen Banshee on the account. Yakaro, we're not using on this fight, right? No, we're not. So who did we use? We are using our boy Archmage. Very, very important for the fight. He's not in there for damage. He's in there for stuns. Between him and Syl, they can stun the babies long enough to keep you alive. If you're not stunning them or freezing them or doing something to keep these babies from attacking, whoever your tank is will probably die unless they're really, really tanky and have a lot of buffs on them. So that's why it's working. It's not because I'm magical. It's because I'm stunning the babies. That's why nobody's dying as quickly as you would normally have them die. All right, so he is in a random miscellaneous set of stuff. It's a set I threw on him right from the beginning. Once again, he could easily be made better. All his skills are maxed. He has Phantom Touch Blessing. These are his masteries. He's built almost exactly like Syl because we want him to land stuns. That's all we care about, and we haven't changed him. Like, this is how I built him in the beginning of the game, and this is how he has stayed. We are not changing him. We want him to stun. I don't care about his damage. We just need his stuns and his turn meters and his crit damage and all that stuff. All right, so he's got crit rate on his glove, defense on his chest, and speed on his boots. We've got a defensive ring, a defensive amulet, and an accuracy banner because we want him to hit the stuns and we don't want him to die. All very important things when trying to kill things is, don't die. Very important. All right. His total stats. The boop is the best noise. 42,000 HP. He's got 2,032 attack. Defense is 3,248. Speed 208. He's got 83% crit rate, 86 crit damage because none of that is important. Resistance is 163 and accuracy is 291. So he is really good in his stuff. You could build him as a damage dealer, but then you wouldn't be able to really use him as well in here unless you have really high accuracy. And then you got to worry about keeping him alive as well, which sucks. Grush, our man who we had no place for in the beginning. And if you watch my champion spotlight, you'll see how confused I was by him. And I was like, I don't know if we have any place for him. He has shown up in so many places now. I would highly recommend building him. He's an amazing hero. So what did we do with him? He's got a bunch of accuracy stuff on here and some speed. We want to make sure he's fast and then he's accurate because we want him to land all his debuffs. He's got crit rate on his glove, defense on his chest, speed on his boot, defensive ring, HP on his amulet, and he's got defense on his little thingy-mabobber there, his banner. You could put accuracy on there if you're trying to get him to do more and you don't have enough accuracy. I have 229. For me, it's good enough. I would like to get him to 300 for higher content, but as of right now, it works and we're doing it. Skills, all max. He's got the Phantom Touch Blessing. He is built basically mix matched. He's offense all the way down to War Master, and then defense almost like a clan boss build. Why? Because he's in my clan boss team, so that's why he's built with a clan boss setup. So that's how he's built. Total stats on him are 46,000 HP, 1,500 attack, 3,500 defense. He's got 225 speed, 99% crit rate, so almost 100. 98% crit damage, which basically wastes that crit rate, but hey, it is what it is. 162 resistance, 229 resist, and that is going to keep him alive, which is very nice, but he doesn't get targeted anyway because he's got a ton of HP, so nobody cares. Was that everybody? We got 5, right? So we've got Syl, we've got Grush, we've got, who was the other one? Syl, Grush, Cleo, and then Odachi. He's the last one. So let's go look at Odachi and what we did. So now he was originally built in a HP Destroy set. That was his original build. I think he was around 38,000 power when we first did this video, which was literally like a week or two ago from this video. And basically, we used him in Scarab King as a starter, and we don't use him anymore because I don't need him. I just use a bunch of attack heroes and have Jizzo kill the boss. So Odachi is literally useless to me now as far as anything but faction wars. So what I did was I just put him in the fight, and we saw that he won. He did win when we did the progression video. He was the single reason that we won because he kept taking the hits instead of Cleo. So what I did was we reset him so that his defense is higher, his resist is higher, and we gave him a new banner. All right, so now he is in a crit damage glove. We also got his crit rate up and his crit damage. Defense is now 60 on this, so we got him a nice new 60 chest, which is very good. Speed on his boots. He's got defense on his ring. He's got defense on his amulet and resistance now on his banner, which is plus 12. We will be maxing that out, which will get him a little bit more resist. Here we go. It's upgraded. So we get it to max is 78. So we'll get like another 28 resist out of that, which will really help. He was already blocking almost all of the poisons. I think he got hit like, what, twice with it? Luckily, the fights aren't long, so you don't have to worry about that. Either you're going to win or lose fast. So that's the good news. But we switched him up. We put him in a protect set. We gave him this gives him a bunch of stats. These protection pieces right here. They chance to place a protected buff. So he's got 20 resist, 15% HP, 12% speed, and the protected buff. Awesome for him. It just works. I mean, I'd rather have the full set, but hey, it is what it is. And then we threw him in this because we had the boot already at 6-star, which was great. So we put him in the perception set to get him a little bit more speed and a little bit more accuracy so that he can land his provokes and other stuff still. We want his accuracy to be at least a little bit high. But his resistance will be more important for this fight. So we're going to be pushing resistance on his stuff. So eventually we will get this up. Let's look at his skills. All max, we have him in Faultless Defense. So he gets 5% damage reduction for each subsequent hit. You could put him in a defense set. Might even be better switching him into, what do you call it? Into Carapace. This might be a better option in case he gets slept. He'll take less damage by 10%, and his defense will be higher, which honestly I think I'm going to do. So we're going to do that right now. So there you go. Now he's got more defense. All right. Masteries. He has a War Master build and then down support tree. We could switch him into defense, but I'm not going to because I like his setup the way he is, and we want him to land his things. Right. And the provoke is, although not great, it's good for faction wars, so we want to keep it for now. But I may consider switching him into defense. Let's look at his total stats. As of right now, he's got 3,174 HP, and actually this is better because now he has less HP, so they'll target him more. So actually it's a good thing. His defense is now 3,600 instead of 34. He's got 1,816 attack. He's got 219 speed. He's got 83% crit rate, 157% crit damage, so he's actually a lot higher. I think his crit rate was like 60 or 50. It was horrible. His resistance is now 189, which will be over 200 once we finish maxing out his his banner, and his accuracy is 156, so it is what it is. It's just enough to get him to maybe land something, but it's not necessary for this fight, so it don't matter. He's going to attack the boss the entire time, and she's not getting provoked, so it is what it is. All right, so that's all the heroes, and that's how we beat it. So if you thought that you had a rare just sitting in your vault and like Odachi, and you weren't using them, and you're like, hey man, maybe I should try using these guys. Well, guess what? Odachi has come back with a fierce force, and he is going to be helping us now in Spider, which is crazy. I honestly thought he had no use other than provoking Magma Dragon in early stages, and Scarab. That's really it. And Faction Crypt. That was it. But yeah, he's finding his way back onto teams. Is he the best option? No. You could find any Force Affinity defense hero to do his job. So don't think that this is the only person that can be your tank. So all you need is a tank. The other guys are all good the way they are. And then you too will be beating hard mode Spider. All right. So if you have any questions, things you want to talk about, feel free to leave a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, talk about things. Tell me how much you're amazed that Odachi was the reason we beat Spider Hard Mode. And if you watch my progression video, you know that he is the reason we beat Spider Hard Mode. we tried so many teams and we just kept dying. And then I just threw him in there. I'm like, maybe he'll work. And then we won. So it's crazy. He was the reason. He kept Cleo alive. That's all that he did. That's his job. Keep Cleo alive. Make her kill things. All right. And yeah, like I said, like, share, subscribe. If you want to leave a super thanks and support the channel, feel free. We always accept wonderful gifts from all of you. All right. So this is Spider Hard Mode Stage 1. This is Odachi. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. And you guys, take care.